like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is pain.
AC-130 gunship. Role: ground attack aircraft and close air support gunship. Origin: United States. Top speed: 482 kilometers per hour. Range: 4,070 kilometers. Operating weight: 83,000 pounds. Length: 30 meters. Engine type: Allison T-56. Manufacturers: Lockheed Martin and Boeing. Unit cost: $110 million to $120 million as of 2010. Number built: over 2,500 as of 2015. Developed from Lockheed C-130 Hercules. The Lockheed AC-130 gunship is a heavily armed, long-endurance, ground-attack variant of the C-130 Hercules transport, fixed-wing aircraft. It carries a wide array of ground attack weapons that are integrated with sophisticated sensors, navigation, and fire control systems. Unlike other modern military fixed-wing aircraft, the AC-130 relies on visual targeting. Because its large profile and low operating altitudes of approximately 7,000 feet or 2,100 meters make it an easy target, its close air support missions are usually flown at night. It is capable of delivering precision firepower or area saturation fire over a target area over a long period of time, at night, or in adverse weather. The sensor suite consists of a television sensor, infrared sensor, and radar. These sensors allow the gunship to visually or electronically identify friendly ground forces and targets in most weather conditions.
I played it in a sense, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
This aircraft was developed during the Vietnam War as Project Gunship 2. The AC-130 replaced the Douglas AC-47 Spooky, or Gunship 1, which is the main role is for close air support, air interdiction, and force protection. Close air support roles include supporting ground troops, escorting convoys, and urban operations. Air interdiction missions are conducted against planned targets and targets of opportunity. Force protection missions include defending air bases and other facilities. The AC-130 has an unpressurized cabin, with the weaponry mounted to fire from the port side of the fuselage. During an attack, the gunship performs a pylon turn, flying in a large circle around the target, therefore being able to fire at it for far longer than in a conventional strafing attack.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done.
In 1967, C-130 was selected for conversion into the prototype AC-130A gunship, Project Gunship 2. The modifications were done at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base by the Aeronautical Systems Division. A direct-view night vision telescope was installed in the forward door. An early forward-looking infrared device was placed in the forward part of the left wheel well, with miniguns and rotary cannons fixed facing down and aft along the left side. The analog fire control computer prototype was handcrafted by Royal Air Force Wing Commander Tom Pinkerton at the United States Air Force Avionics Laboratory at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Flight testing of the prototype was performed primarily at Eglin Air Force Base, followed by further testing and modifications. By September 1967, the aircraft was certified ready for combat testing and was flown to Trang Air Base, South Vietnam for a 90-day test program. The AC-130 was later supplemented by the AC-119 Shadow, which later proved to be underpowered.
I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must.
7 more warplanes were converted to the Plain Jane configuration like the AC-130 prototype, and 1 aircraft received the Surprise package, refit in 1969. The surprise package upgrade included the latest 20mm rotary autocannons and 40mm Bofors cannon. The surprise package configuration served as a testbed for the avionics systems and armament for the AC-130E. As of 2018, AC-130 gunships have been providing close air support for special operators for 50 years. Although the aircraft have been kept relevant through constant upgrades to their weaponry, sensor packages, and countermeasures, they are not expected to be survivable in future non-permissive environments due to their high signatures and low airspeeds. Military analysts, such as the Center for Strategic and Budgetary Assessments, have suggested that Air Force Special Operations Command should invest in more advanced technologies to fill the role to operate in future contested combat zones, including a mix of low-cost disposable unmanned and stealthy strike aircraft. The AC-130 gunship first arrived in South Vietnam on the 21st of September 1967 under the Gunship 2 program and began combat operations over Laos and South Vietnam that year. In June 1968, AC-130s were deployed near Saigon for support against the Tet Offensive. By the 30th of October 1968, enough AC-130 Gunship 2 arrived to form a squadron, the 16th Special Operations Squadron of the 8th Tactical Fighter Wing, at Ubon Royal Thai Air Force Base, Thailand. At this time, the C-130A gunship was designated the AC-130A. On the 18th of August 1968, an AC-130 gunship flying an armed reconnaissance mission in Vietnam's 3rd Corps was diverted to support the Cay Tam Special Forces camp. The ground commander quickly assessed the accurate fire and capabilities of this weapon system and called for fire on his own perimeter when the Viet Cong attempted to bridge the wire on the west side of his position. By December 1968, most AC-130s flew under F-4 Phantom II escort, to protect the gunship against heavy and concentrated anti-aircraft fire.
Exaggerated, that's what you assume.
On the 25th of October 1971, the first Cadillac gunship, the AC-130E, arrived in Vietnam, and on the 17th of February 1972, the first 105mm cannon arrived for service with Spectre and was installed on Gunship 570. It was used from mid-February until the aircraft received battle damage to its right flap. The cannon was switched to Gunship 571 and was used until the 30th of March when the aircraft was shot down. AC-130s destroyed more than 10,000 trucks and participated in many crucial close air support missions in Vietnam. With the conclusion of hostilities in Southeast Asia in the mid-1970s, the AC-130H became the sole gunship in the regular Air Force, home-based at Hurlburt Field, Florida, while the AC-130A fleet was transferred to the Air Force Reserve's 919th Tactical Airlift Group. In July 1979, AC-130H crews deployed to Howard Air Force Base, Panama, as a precaution against possible hostile actions against American personnel during the Nicaraguan Revolution.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air.
During the Gulf War of 1990 to 1991, the AC-130s provides close air support and force protection for ground forces and battlefield interdiction.
I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in.